What's up everybody, Danny Gallows of course. Welcome back to another vlog, and today guys what I wanted to talk about is basically this whole situation with Logan Paul, and Jake Paul really is getting into trouble again. And you know, I try not to talk about, you know, shall we say the politics of YouTube too much and all these trending people and these popular people on YouTube. I try not to talk about that stuff too much because the more we talk about it, the more it stays around. You know, even bad recognition is still recognition. They're still getting recognized, and people are still talking about them. So the one way that you can really stamp that out, if you really want it to be stamped out, is just to kind of stop talking about the Paul brothers. But you know, there are issues here that need attention, and as always, you know, with any situation, I tend to find a bigger problem with whatever is happening, whatever has transpired. And here, yet again, there's a bigger problem here that not a lot of people are talking about. Should I say. So, I mean, everybody out there knows what's been going on with, you know, Logan Paul. I mean, he's just, you know, he's really proven himself to be quite a piece of trash over these past couple of days, over this past week. And now his brother, Jake, is getting back into stuff, probably to take attention, you know, away from Logan Paul. But everybody out there knows what's been going on with Logan Paul, so I don't need to get into all that. You know, with even, you know, his apologies and his very, very awful response, basically, to what all the backlash that he was receiving. You know, I mean, he just handled the situation very, very poorly. But you know, there's another side to this too. I shouldn't say another side to the issue, but there's more to see, basically, to like the entire picture, which is the fans that they have created, that the Paul brothers have created, and YouTube as well. Now, what happened after the video came out? And actually, Philip DeFranco tweeted about this. I don't follow Philip DeFranco or anything on YouTube or Twitter or anything, but he did tweet about. I did see a tweet that he sent out about this situation, which basically was, you know, when that video came up for the first time, it had like 550,000, 600,000 likes on the video. Okay, now that's not coming from anyone except his fan base. That is shocking to me. That's absolutely shocking, because it means that all of these young fans, and he has a lot of young fans, right? They're not understanding the situation. And what's happened is, when you let people like the Paul brothers become famous on YouTube, and yes, I'm using the phrase let them become famous because that's what YouTube has done. They have allowed them to gain a certain amount of fame on YouTube that really other people haven't experienced, right? And YouTube has done that, but what YouTube has done by allowing these clown shoes to get so famous, right, and create these massive fan bases, is that when you let zombies, right, be super popular, they create a zombie fan base. And that's what you have around the Paul brothers, is this zombified fan base that is so, they're so thick in the head that they can watch the video that Logan Paul put up in the Suicide Forest. They can watch that and not understand what they're seeing. So much so that it's like, you know, they don't respond when he laughs at the situation, or when he handles the situations totally inappropriately, right? They don't even get it. They don't even understand what's going on. And that's YouTube's fault for allowing these people to become so famous, basically, on YouTube, and to create these zombie fan bases that are really so detrimental to not just social media, but just to like society in general, when you think about it. And why am I saying that YouTube allowed them to become famous, or YouTube let them become famous? Well, because look at what happened, right, after the video came out. Was his video, did his video get striked? Did it get taken down, age restricted? No. Was it reviewed by YouTube? Yes, it was. There's evidence. You can watch anybody's video. You can go watch Scarce's new video right now. He just covered this. I think it was today. I saw the most recent video just this morning, highlighting that someone from YouTube that actually strikes videos and reviews videos reviewed the video. It was reviewed. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was trending at one point as well. Now, Other people, right, they started uploading re-uploads of the video and making like their own commentary videos and stuff like that. Those videos got taken down, reviewed and taken down. So what do I mean by YouTube is allowed them to get famous and let them get famous? Well, it's quite obvious that YouTube is hand-picking who they want to be famous. This is what you call favoritism. This is YouTube favoritism. And I've suspected this for a long time. I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years now. You know, I've had my Star Wars channel out for the full 2 years. I have my other couple of channels that I run just recently within 6 months to a couple of months now. And you know, growth on all of the channels, really except for my Star Wars channel, I would say is completely below average, and even my Star Wars channel is still below average, you know, in terms of like gaining subscribers and stuff like that. And I'm not the only one. I'm not sitting here speaking for myself. There are tons of YouTubers out there with all of the talent in the world that just simply can't get their channels off the ground. Why? Well, because, as I suspected, YouTube is hand-picking who they want to be famous and who they're keeping down. They want these idiots, these clown shoes, these zombies to be the most popular channels on YouTube. Why? Well, because that dumbs people down. It dulls their brains down and makes them think that, oh, well, that's the only thing that's out there. This is what I'm supposed to accept. Look at how many subscribers this person has. I must have to accept this person because they're so popular. This person over here only has 2,000 subscribers, so I don't think I'll subscribe to that channel because there's no subscribers over there. Well, why do you think there's no subscribers over there? Because all the attention is being sucked in the other direction, towards the direction of no talent. And I mean, you know, I've said this plenty of times before on my channel. Well, I shouldn't say plenty of times because I've only talked about Jake Paul, I think maybe once or twice on this channel. But both times, what I've said is, you know, the biggest issue is that those people, they have nothing to offer to the sphere of YouTube. They have nothing to offer to this planet. I mean, let's just be frank about it. The Paul brothers are the most talentless people on the planet. Some of the most talentless people on the planet, because there's way more talentless people, sad to say, in bigger spheres than YouTube. But you know, you guys know what I mean. It's just like these people. The fact that I just love the fact that like he prides himself on vlogging every day. Like this guy's got anything to say. Like he's got anything valuable to say. Everything about him is fake. I guarantee you run a Google search engine search on his home computers for the past week, you'll see how to write an apology letter. You know what I'm saying? It's like the guy is just so fake. There's nothing going on up here in either of them, and both those brothers, they have nothing going on up here. They are sacks of meat. Clown shoes, absolute nothings. The absolute nothings. They have no value to human society whatsoever. And now they're pushing that, you know, Mr. Logan Paul, 15 million subscribers, they're pushing that agenda, that thought process, those dynamics, the way that they live their lives, the way that they think and they act and they breathe and they do shit every day, man, like that. That is a mistake. That is a mistake. I'm sorry, but that is a mistake. Because you can't allow people like that to spread that kind of mindset. I mean, you think that these kids aren't, you know, seeing this and mirroring this activity and thinking that this is how you're supposed to live life, this is what you're supposed to do? Of course they are. That's why the Paul brothers are so influential. They're so influential because they impact so many people. Well, with that impact, right, comes responsibility, comes a lot of responsibility. It's the age-old superhero saying, right? With great power comes great responsibility. And if you're not going to use that power you have for good, then why is YouTube favoring these people? Why are you favoring these people? They have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer except drama and pain in all sorts of ways to the sphere, the sphere of YouTube that was once great. It was once great. You guys used to support talent and creativity. Now you support vloggers who set pools on fire and who film people committing suicide in the forest. And laugh about it and write bad apology letters and don't understand anything that they're doing. These guys, they literally don't comprehend anything that they're doing. You know why? Because they're not mature enough to understand They're not mature enough to understand these things. That is the black and white of the situation, is that there's just no, they're not at the point in their lives now where they can really reflect enough to understand the weight of their situations. And that's why it's so dangerous to give these people fan bases, because now all that agenda is just pushed on everybody else. And now YouTube, now look where it got you. Now look where you guys are, right? And a whole mess of trouble again. Logan Paul in the news, not YouTube news, he's in the news now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, this guy's got petitions up, 150,000 signatures strong, I think was the last count on his petitions, to remove his channel from YouTube, and Jake will soon follow after that. And I say it's time. I say it's about damn time. If you ask me, there are much better YouTube personalities out there than the Paul brothers. We need to get rid of this trash. We need to shove these guys off the end of the pier, into the ocean. Enough with you guys. See you later. Get out of here. Make way for more people to come into YouTube, for better content creators to come into YouTube, to return YouTube to the state that it was before. This giant sphere of just creation, of a massive creative energy, a force where artists and musicians and great content creators can come together, and they can actually build communities like so many of us are trying to do right now under the shadow that is people like the Paul brothers. You know, it's the reason why we can't get anywhere on YouTube. It's because you guys are promoting the wrong thing. YouTube, I'm talking to you. You guys are promoting the wrong things. You guys are supporting the wrong things. Maybe you guys are on the same brain level as the Paul brothers. I don't know. Apparently so. But, you know, there's always time to fix your act. So why don't you guys get on it at some point? Today would be nice. So that's going to do it for this vlog today, guys. I hope you guys gained a lot of, whatever out of this. You know, if you guys gained some knowledge, some wisdom, some support, some advice, if this resonates with you, great. You know, I really hope it did. And if it does, you know, share it with other people. Spread the word. And as always, take care until next we meet. I'll see you guys back here for the next vlog very soon. Later.